Welcome to Friday Focus, May 26th, 2017. I'm going to send out a survey either with this video or afterwards to see if people would prefer this Friday Focus video. It gets put on a different day. I was out at the Gazelles Summit, and one of the speakers, Dr. Cialdini, who wrote the Persuasion book that a lot of us have read, talked about Monday and Tuesday might be when people are more aware and more ready to make decisions. So we're going to send that out. So I want to talk about some purpose of business. Back in 1970, a Nobel Peace-winning economist, Milton Friedman, identified a business's purpose is to create value and profit for shareholders. And shareholders, in this case, a business like this would be like me. For a public company, it might be the people that own the shares, like in a Ford Motor Company. And that he actually won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1976 after he made this position that that's the purpose of business. A lot of people really kind of honed in on that. They started looking at what does business exist for. It exists to make a profit. How you do that? Well, you do it through creating goods and elevating values. But in reality, he was really wrong. And we're realizing that now with what people call conscious capitalism, where we think about how do you create value for the shareholders, but then improve the planet, the people, your stakeholders. In our case, stakeholders here, in most cases, is you, the people that work here. I get frustrated when I talk to people about things like minimum wage maybe not being fair. When I look at these minimum wage jobs, it's a form of corporate welfare, because when a company is allowed to pay below living wages, then those people who work there have to rely on the government for handouts. And that's got to end. That's going to be a goal of mine, is to try to make it so we can raise people's standard of living that work here, and maybe even set examples for other people in our industry, in our business. I'm going to tell you what the purpose of the business is over time. I'll tell you something very specific about profit. When Milton Friedman wrote his position paper, which was celebrated, and he wound up winning the Nobel Peace Prize in business, he said the purpose of business is to create profit and value for shareholders. We do not exist to make a profit. We do not exist to make a profit. Yet, in order to exist, we must make a profit. So no profit, there's no existence, but that's not the purpose or the reason that we exist. I think that's something we have to really kind of separate. We're going to really work on this year, 2017, the big year, understanding profit at your locations, by your service line, figuring out what things are wasteful and taking away from profit, looking at what things have high value to our business so we can make more profit, and how to make those profits really sustainable and continued so we can continue to exist. And this is something I really want to kind of hone in on this year, is that we're going to focus on profits, because we made some mistakes over the last year. We grew extremely fast in 14, 15, 16, and kind of profits sort of nosedive, and they can't continue to go on and continue to stay in existence. So we're going to be training you. I think in June we're doing a seminar with Zingerman's Deli, of all places. They're doing a training on some on profitability and how the staff can help participate with that. I know some of our leadership team is going to Springfield, Missouri to learn more about frontline leadership and frontline profit, ownership thinking profit. There's a book called The Great Game of Business that was written in 2003, where they talked about a company was able to really transform their profitability by letting the staff know every little detail that goes into making profit. And that's something that, you've kind of been shielded from, because this is normal American workplace. We got the bookkeeping and the finance department kind of shielding everything from you. So we're going to blow all that up and open it up so you understand it, and show you what things that we do in our office that create value for the company, what things we do in our office that maybe take value away from the company and stop doing them, and figure out how to avoid waste and how to have you get more control over utilizing our most valuable asset, which is the hours that you spend here away from your family at work. That should be extremely valuable time. So we do not exist to make a profit, but we must make a profit in order to exist. So more to follow. Thank you.